Pablo,
What's up?
what's going on, man? Hey, welcome to Wrestling Rehab for all the wrestling junkies out there, man. I'm such a freaking junkie. Look at this. I'm on the road, but I still want to talk some wrestling, man. My junkie heart just won't let me go. Paul, do you have that? Do you have that issue? Do you have that problem?
Of course, man. It's a good problem though. It's a good you need a fix, but you can fix it on wrestling rehab.
Right here,
Good.
man. Right here. Paul, brother, listen, man. We don't have a lot of time till Raw starts. We definitely gotta talk some SummerSlam. Now,
Yeah.
I made the proclamation that night that this was the best SummerSlam of all time, bar none. This one was it. I got a little bit of heat, not much, but I got a little bit of heat. Somebody's saying that all you got to pick is one from the Attitude Era. I challenge everybody on it. I challenge anybody on it from beginning to end. This was the best SummerSlam of all time. So I don't know, Paul. How good was it for you, big dog?
Yeah, man. It was definitely WrestleMania was great, man, with the comeback of Cody Rhodes.
Mm,
But WrestleMania had those. It would have a match, you'd be bored, and you wouldn't. Pound for pound, bro, this was better than WrestleMania, in my opinion.
okay.
This to me might I can't think of one offhand. This might be the greatest SummerSlam of all time. It was definitely to me the greatest pay per view in the last 2 years.
Let me ask you.
Back
Let
went
me
on fire.
Okay, let me ask you this. If this was not called SummerSlam, but this was WrestleMania, and then you replace WrestleMania into SummerSlam, would that have made a difference? Do you think people would have said, like, oh man, that was just a great WrestleMania because it's
Yeah,
WrestleMania? It's
yeah,
just labeled
yeah.
WrestleMania.
The label got it, man. This was phenomenal, bro. Usually I'm very critical. They didn't have no stupid matches on like the New Day, Madcap. You know what I mean? They didn't have nothing dumb, bro. It was sick, man. They just went on it. Every match was exciting, bro. Triple H, he put a little twist in every single one. The last match, I know I'll let you guide it, but that last match is just incredible.
Well,
Wow.
let's go through the card, man.
Okay.
You got the card?
I don't have it in front of me, man.
Okay. Okay. So the first match, it starts off with the Raw Women's Title match, which I myself personally, I was not excited for that match. I was like, you know what? It sucks. It's for a championship, and I don't even really care. I'm gonna tell you, I thought they did a great job. I was blown away. I was like, damn, these girls, they did great, man. I was really impressed. I'll say you.
Yeah, the same here, man. I thought Becky was just gonna blow it and be boring, man. But Becky definitely she lived up, man. She did really well. And then throughout the fight, it was great, man. But we kind of knew Bianca was gonna take it. But at the end, man, to see Bailey come out too, that just topped it off. That was just the icing on the cake, man. So it was great.
I would say this. I thought, yeah, what's up to Mob Nasty? What's up, Bessa Benny from the Box State? Um, I would say this, Paul. The only thing that I think that they should have done, they should have had Io Shirai come out first, right? And everybody would have been like, who's this? Some people might have known, but not everybody would have known. And then have heck, I forgot her name from NXT, and she left, and now she's back. God. Come on, that's a Benny Mob Nasty. Help me out here.
Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
Dakota Kai. Then they should have had Dakota Kai come out. And then everybody will have been confused, scratching their heads, like, who are these chicks? Some people would have known who they were, but not many. They would have been like, what's up? This is kind of whack. And then have Bailey come out at the end, and it would have been like, wow. But either way, man, it was cool. I liked it. So let's see what this trio does, man. That was exciting. That really
Yeah,
was.
and they're all on Raw, so they're going to be on in a few minutes. They're going to
Right.
be on in a few minutes, so we're going to see what's happening. The only thing I wish they would have done with Bailey was give her the mic instead of her yelling. That would have been cool. And I was hoping, man. I was telling the screen, I was like, I was telling Becky, slammer, slammer. I was hoping Becky would turn and join the group, but I guess Becky's a good guy now, face. So.
That's what I was thinking. I said they're all gonna jump Bianca right now, and Becky's gonna be in cahoots with Bailey and all her little thuggish, ruggish bones over there, man. But no, that's not what happened. So yeah, it looks like they're turning Becky, which I don't know. I think I'm kind of cool with it. To me, Becky kind of went off like the haywire, and
yeah,
I don't know, man. I'm just
she's trying to duplicate her husband. Her husband got it. Becky does not got the mic skills down.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
Yeah. Speaking on that, I mean, let's touch on that before I forget about it. Seth Rollins didn't have a match.
Yeah.
Riddle comes out. They're all trying to hold him back. Oh, come on, man, and everything. And then Seth comes out. They start brawling a little bit. I'm waiting for something else to happen. Nothing does. Were you a little let down that Seth didn't have a match?
Yeah, I was glad to see him, but I'm like, Riddle, man. I was kind of let down, to tell you the truth, because we don't want to see Seth fighting Riddle. That goes nowhere. People who love Seth, which is a lot of people, they want to see him in the title picture. They don't want to see him fight Riddle, bro. That's just filling air, bro. They might as well put him against Nakamura or somebody, bro. Come on.
You know what? I would like to see him versus Riddle. I think Riddle has really climbed. I think Riddle, I could start seeing him somewhere around the title picture, flirting around in the title picture, somewhere around right there. But I'd like to see them go at it.
They win at it. They win at it during the time when Randy was around, man. They win at it, during tag teams with KO and all that, But yeah, they gotta do something with Seth, man. So Seth is always exciting. I don't know where they're going with it, bro, but we'll see.
Yeah, man. we got to talk about this, Paul. We definitely got to talk about this, man. Logan Paul and The Miz. I was saying, listen, they should have made it a tag team. They should have had Logan Paul and AJ Styles versus Miz and Tommaso Ciampa. That's what I was going for. I was like, okay, maybe the day before something, but they'll get turned into a tag team. They didn't. And I thought my expectations were like, ooh, yeah, one-on-one, that's a whole nother animal, man. Tag team, you can kind of carry the guys. What's up, Timo? And Paul, I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was really blown away, in my opinion, and I would challenge anybody on it. Logan Paul is the best celebrity wrestler ever.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
He was doing things. I was like, wow, man. I was highly entertained. And you know what, Paul? You know what? They actually had me rooting for him.
Yeah.
They actually had me rooting for him. You seen the WWE Universe reaction, right? They were against him. It was like he was the heel and Miz was the face, even though they were trying to. It seemed like they had like a Rocky IV moment in Russia, where little by little the Russians started cheering for Rocky. It seemed like the tide started turning and the WWE Universe started cheering for Paul. Man, what did you see in this match, Holmes?
Yeah, first of all, so in our household, we got my wife and my daughter. We make the whole card and we make bets to see who did the best. So I chose The Miz for this fight to win. But I really watched the crowd. I'm a crowd watcher. I want to see what the crowd's thinking, because you can't trust the WWE because they pipe in crowd noise,
Yes.
So I was looking at the crowd. Dude, the crowd was not into it halfway. I mean, they were just like, they weren't into Logan, put it that way. I'm not saying they weren't into the fight. Once Logan started doing those big things, jumped off the ropes onto the table, that was it. The crowd was putty in his hands, man. Man, they were cheering for him at the end of the show. I mean, at the end of the match, it was incredible. They were cheering for him. Rocky moment, like you said.
Yeah.
Will they cheer for him tonight? I don't know, man, because he was the most hated guy in the world, bro. But It was great, man. I loved it. He really impressed me because that match was on its way to being, but now it was a great match. It fit.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, man, about him and just the Paul brothers, man. I know they get a lot of heat. You know, they're not liked. I mean, somebody likes them. They got a lot of followers, and that's how they make their money. But I just want to say this, man. You don't gotta like them. That's fine. But what they do, they take very serious. You
Yeah,
know, they put in that work, man. You may look at them like they're clowns and don't want to take them serious, and you know they're goofballs and everything like that. And that's all good and fine and dandy, but they take it serious. You know, whatever it is that they do, they put in that work, man, and it shows. So I've turned the corner on the Paul brothers, man, and man. You know, let's see. What's Logan Paul gonna do? I don't know his contract. I don't know if he's gonna be, every week or maybe just the week before a pay per view and then the week after the pay per view, just to kind of close it out. Paul, do you see Logan Paul as every single week or?
I think so. I'm sure he's at least 3 times a month. He signed in,
Okay.
but what is that, man? I doubt he's going to do all the house shows. He's
Right.
probably going to
Yeah.
show up just for the Raw because usually the house shows, what they're used for, they'll do like let's say Raw tonight. The match that you're going to see on Raw, it's been on the house shows all weekend.
Right.
Usually or the week before, so they've been practicing that match. So when you see it, it's already polished. So I'm sure, I don't know if he did any house shows. I doubt it, but yeah, man. So I think we'll see him a lot. And I'm a fan of the Paul brothers, man. I wasn't always, man, but I came around. Even Jake, man. What could you say? He loves boxing, man.
Yeah.
He really loves it. He obviously he can't go out there and fight Benavidez, but he could hold his own a little.
Timo says the Miz has come a long way, and his Hanita is probably the most beautiful woman in the world. Sergio, no, Natalia is, but the Miz. By the way, man, I just threw on my back, saving my laptop from hitting the ground. Oh, I can't even imagine being a wrestler landing on your back. Really. Hey, you know what? Before we move on, let me go ahead and ask you this, Paul. Do you think this is kind of like on the Miz? You think the Miz is kind of thinking like, hey, man, like, why do you got me in these matches, with these celebrity guys? You got me in the tag team match with Paul. Now I get SummerSlam, which is one of the big four. Like, come on, man. I mean, if you're the Miz, would you kind of feel like, hey, come on, Holmes, you know what I mean? Like, get me in there with the real wrestler. I'm trying to climb up, not do these, celebrity matches.
Yeah, I think the Miz's time as a champ might be over, man. I mean, don't get me wrong; he's still up there. He's still one of the elites, but I don't think they're going to make him, a champion anytime soon. There's too many guys up there, bro. I think the Miz is done, and I think he realizes that, dude. He's making just as much money as anybody else without a belt. He's probably the most hated guy in the WWE, probably. Not because he sucks, because he just annoys the crowd, bro. And man, what more can you ask for if you own the WWE, right? So that's what I think.
All I would say, if you want to make the IC strap relevant again, you put it on the Miz.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, you put it on the Miz. As far as the main champion, yeah, that time I think is past, man. When he did his thing with John Cena, but you put the IC title on the Miz because right now that strap is so irrelevant, man. It's despicable, dog. It really is, man. But man, with that, let's go. Let's move on to the other women's championship match. This one, I'm talking about Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan. This match, I'm not even really sure how to feel about it, Paul. I was expecting Charlotte. I was expecting something. We didn't get that. Nonetheless, the match was a little bit, probably, in my opinion, probably the weakest match. The finish was like, okay, I see what they did there. They just kind of avoided and just prolonged something which is cool. It's fine because nobody can really take a loss, man. So I was kind of okay with it. But how about yourself, Paul?
Yeah, man. Because let's face it, man. Ronda's not the best on the mic, but I think the way they made the match, Ronda came out okay. You never know which Ronda you're going to get. She could do a great match. This one, I thought she did a great match for the little bit they did. Her match, it came out smooth. Her getting pinned that was the way to go, man. I really enjoyed this match because sometimes Ronda matches are going to suck. They just are, they're going to suck. And the other wrestler like Natalia will have to carry her. But man, I was very pleased with this match. They showed again though that oh my gosh, what's her name? Not Ronda.
Liv,
the crybaby. They showed again that she's weak. Okay. And they showed too what was weird at the end of the fight. I don't know if you've seen it. She was all beat up, and then she like turned to smile, like a weird evil smile, like she grabbed her belt, like it's mine.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Liv's gonna have a turn or something, man. I don't know. I don't know how Charlotte's coming back either, but I do know. Let's see, today's the 1st. I believe she's scheduled. I believe the 8th. Charlotte.
Okay.
I believe she's scheduled the 8th, but that would be Monday night. So I don't even know if she's going to be on SmackDown this week. But I'm glad the Queen's coming back. And rumor today, if you watch WrestleMania, rumor today that Naomi and Sasha are back. But we don't know. Could be rumors, guys. So I say that with a grain of salt. That would be cool, though.
That would be cool. Timo, yeah, they're on YouTube, the Neidharts. That's Natalia and her sister. They're on there doing their little pool parties and stuff.
Do they look alike?
No, they don't look alike. No. Her sister's good looking too, but
Natalia's all plastic, bro.
Hey man, you're on thin ice, Holmes. You keep talking about my Natalia, okay? You're on thin ice already, homie.
I'm blocked. I'm gonna get blocked.
Yeah, so you know what? I'm going to agree with you there, Paul. As a matter of fact, I thought they were actually going to stop the match. That time that they had her in the corner and she was, and they called the medic over, and then they're like, oh, no, she's out. Like, no, I want to continue. It's like, okay, they continually want to make her look at like this, the little engine that could.
Yes.
It's like, oh, she's super duper hurt. But look at that, man. She doesn't quit. She won't quit. And I'm like, okay, we can only do this so much longer. At some point, she's really gonna have to perform. She can't be looked at as the little engine. Like, she's the champion. She's the champ. At some point, she's gonna have to look like a champion. It can't always be like this little petite girl, man, who's always getting beat up, but then somehow gets a roll up, and then 1, 2, 3, and then gets out of there. So in this one, she tapped out, but the ref didn't see it. Oh, well.
I think, man, when I thought about that, I thought about Triple H. I thought about, man, Triple H knows how to get the crowd thinking, man. Vince would have never came up with that finish, bro. Ever. Ever. Or the Roman Reigns match. Ever. That was all Triple H right there.
Yeah.
So some good stuff with Triple H.
Yeah, definitely. Timo, man, you already know, don't you, Gay? Yeah, you know what? I was always saying once SummerSlam passes, then I think that's when we're really going to see Triple H insert his genius, whether you like it or don't like it. But man, what a great card. The Mysterios getting in there against Judgment Day. That, to me, I'm going to be real. That, to me, was the going into SummerSlam. That, to me, and my son as well, we're like, this is kind of like the lowest tier match. Like, this is the match that we don't really care about. So, whatever. It turned out to be a good one, man.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And not just Edge coming back, but the way he came back was badass, Paul.
Yeah.
It was badass, man. Let me see. Yeah, it was badass. I liked the way he came in, the way he did the spears. Dominic didn't turn on Ray. It was good, man. It was a good match. It was a good, entertaining match. I was like, wow. At the end of it, I was like, damn it, I was entertained.
Yeah, I think this might have been the worst match of the night.
Okay.
And but not saying it was bad. It was
Right.
good.
Right.
It was good, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was kind of like whatever too. But I was looking forward to Edge coming back. I don't know about that Michael Jackson jacket he had on or his hair, but dude, anytime Edge is there, it's exciting, bro. It's exciting, huh? Edge and Ray together, two veterans, man. That's pretty sick, man. A lot of people were let down that the Fiend didn't come. We're all hoping, but we dream, man. That's what we do in wrestling. We dream, and I know we're gonna get to it, but I don't think Dominic's gonna be turning soon, man. I think it's gonna be the Street Profits first. I said they would turn at SummerSlam. I think it's coming.
Let's get to that match. The Street Profits versus the Usos. Some people could get a little tired of these guys. They went out there. They put on one hell of a match. Man, you just can't take the straps off the Usos, man. Especially like when you came up with that, Paul. When you came up with like, hey, look at these new T-shirts,
Yep.
right? It's like, how can these shirts just come out and then the
One
Usos?
week.
Yeah, the Usos drop the straps. Like it doesn't make any sense. All that being said, man, this was one hell of a tag team match. This one, it goes down, man, in the archives. Like, wow, this is one hell of a tag team match. Yeah, there was always that flirting around of the Street Profits breaking up. I was always against it because the tag team division as it is right now, it's weak.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of good tag teams out there, man, that people actually care about. It is pretty weak. So you got to keep them together. You want to break them up? That's fine. Break them up later. Let the tag team division build a little bit more and grow a little bit more. Get a few more tag teams going. These good tag teams, strong tag teams, real tag teams. Don't just get, hey, this guy and this guy. We'll just put them together and that's that. Like, no. They both have to come out to the same song. They both have to be introduced together. They both have to have a name together. It's not like, hey, this guy and this guy. Like, no, man, they have to have a name. So keep the Street Profits together, at least to let the tag team division build. How say you, Paul?
I think tonight's the night. I think they're gonna break up tonight.
Oh,
I think they're gonna break up, bro. Bro, do you want to see the Usos and the Street Profits for the next couple of months? I don't want to see it no more, bro.
But then who do the Usos go against, though, man?
No, but that's what I mean. They're gonna have to start building up people. They're gonna start building up like the Alpha Academy, stuff like that.
Okay.
They're stuck right now, but they could build them up, man. Stuff like that, man. Because we need a change right there. The Usos, I'm glad they didn't lose the belt. The Usos needed to keep the belt, in my opinion, man. Street Profits as champions, nah. They're good, but I think the breakup's coming. Jeff Jarrett, I'm kind of sad he didn't hit no one with the guitar. That kind of sucked, but he's in a good job.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett being there kind of, everybody was expecting all kinds of things. He just kind of, you felt his presence being there. But yeah, I thought they were going to get like a guitar on the back of something going on. But no, we didn't really get much of that, man.
Did you get a chance to watch Ric Flair's last match?
No, his tag team match. No, I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Well, I know he came out with the guitar, Jeff did, and I seen Ric Flair all bloody, and I watched like the first 5 minutes of it. I want to watch it all, but I'm telling you, what I saw of Jeff Jarrett, man, that guy could still move around. He still knows how to work the crowd, man. He's great, man. I didn't like him before, but now I like him.
Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was never really like a big fan of his. I always thought he was just kind of like, all right, kind of mid-level, mid-card guy. He was Intercontinental champion for a long time. And I was like, yeah, that's where he belongs. That's where he's at, man. And to me, he was never like top shelf guy, but he was there doing his thing with Deborah, before he went off to WCW to go do his thing over there.
Yeah, man.
And
When he was owning the other companies, man, he was the number one, number two. But in WWE, he never made it that high, man, and that's good because I don't know, it was a little too country for everybody, I think.
It's about that time again. Yeah, they do need to bring in other groups, Timo. I agree, man. They got to build some of these other tag teams. They got to bring in some actual tag teams, man. For that tag team division, we need that tag team division to grow. The Alpha Academy. Sabane's not a fan. Are you a fan of the Alpha Academy?
You know what? Kurt Angle, Mick Foley, all kinds of wrestlers. I watch a lot of interviews. They all said they're not being used the way they could. They say that guy is a star. The main guy, not the tree trunk. The other guy.
No. Yeah,
Chad Gable. Yeah, they say he's a star and they're not using him the way they should. He could be the next Kurt Angle, so we'll see. We'll see, man. But most people hate him. My wife cannot stand them, bro. I cannot stand them. Because sometimes I do that voice when she brings the food. I'm all, thank you. Just to put her, man.
Paul, man, listen. Pat McAfee goes in there against Happy Corbin. What a match. Pat McAfee gets the victory. I was thinking he was supposed to lose. He gets the victory. I think this hurts Corbin, but at the same time, I'm not even really sure what they have planned for Corbin. I'm sure he could come back. It's going to take him a minute. But at the same time, Pat McAfee puts on a great show in the ring. It's not I'll tell you, man, this guy brings it. He's great on the mic. He's great on the announce table, man. And he is pretty damn good in the ring. Paul, how say you?
Yes, exactly, bro. This is one guy I'm glad we don't see every week so we can appreciate it, man. I don't know if you've seen when he went running and to jump on top of the ropes and he missed and landed on his knees and he slipped. Yes. He still made it. He got up real super fast. He still did the move, bro. Yeah, man, he's great. And for Corbin, I don't know if you noticed the WWE trend. Usually when they lose, they turn face. If they're, if they're done with that program, a lot of times, rumor is that Corbin could come back as a face somehow. We'll see.
That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough. People don't really like him. What's up, Mikey? Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas.
Oh gosh.
The greatest tag team. What the nickname was, the greatest tag team or something like that. The best tag team ever, or something like that.
Man, Vince buried them, huh?
Yeah.
Vince buried them hard.
Yeah, man. Hey, we got about 9 minutes or so. Let's talk about the main event, Paul. Okay. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Man, it was exciting, Paul. I was into the match the entire time. These guys did a great job. Props to them. Long live the tribal chief. Let's shoot for 1,000 days.
I think they
I'll say you, Paul.
No, I don't think they're shooting for 1,000 days. It's what's scarier than that. It's scarier than that, man. But the match, my gosh, with the tractor, throwing them in the tractor, dumping them out, lifting the ring, the interference. Like, we all knew the Usos and Paul Heyman were going to get involved. That happens in every Roman Reigns title match. But, man, the way they did it, Triple H just made the whole thing fresh. Where all the haters like me who wanted the belt off Roman Reigns, they could look at this match and go, that was super, man. I don't care that Roman Reigns won. That was one of the best matches I ever seen. Roman Reigns, when he lifted, flipping out the ring, like, come on, man. That was just phenomenal, man. So Roman Reigns gets the win. Man, hits him like 4 times with the bell, with the chair, with everything, man. And then Theory not cashing in. And I really think, and this is what scares me, I always said, I want the belt off Roman Reigns, but not to Drew McIntyre. And I really believe Drew McIntyre is getting the belts at Clash in the Castle. And that's not good. I don't think Drew should get the belts. I think they're going to please England. That's what's going to happen. I think that's the plan. I don't like that. And I really believe that's the plan.
The only thing that could have made this SummerSlam better is if they would have had the Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre match that they had at SmackDown, which was a badass match. Had it on SummerSlam. But I will say, lifting up the ring. Listen, I've seen the ring implode, man. Right? I've seen a Big Show get superplexed, and the ring just fall apart. I've never seen the ring get lifted up like that. Paul, you ever seen that before?
Never. That was sick, bro.
I've never seen that. I've never seen. So he puts him in the tractor, goes over the top rope, drops him, homie, like he's a sack of potatoes. And then he goes under the ring. First of all, he pushes the ring. The referee is all freaked out. He jumps out of the ring. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with this. He picks up the ring. Roman goes rolling out. I'm like, what is going on here, man? I'm starting to think that, Brock actually lost it. I'm like, okay, you know what? This was not happy with his pay. He's really going off the rockers, man. He comes, him and Roman. Now, I will say this, man. I do somewhat feel a little bit bad, and I'm sure there were complaints from the people that were on the other side of the ring because they couldn't see across.
I know.
Once the ring was lifted, you couldn't see across because all the action was on the other side of the ring. And I was looking to see, and you could see some people like this and be like, hey, like, what's up? Like, what's going on? And the screen is like way above them. So I was like, oh man, that sucks for them, but not for me. Yeah. the cameras are my eyeballs, and I'm seeing everything about it, man. Paul, man, it was badass. Here comes the Usos, right? Brock Lesnar's putting hands on them. Here comes Theory. He smashes that case over Roman's head. He is about to do the same to Brock. Brock gets him, F5s him, and I'm not sure if people see this, but his face lands on the case, knocking him out. Yeah, his face is on the ground. The F5 is perfectly right on the case. I was like, wow, picture perfect. Not to mention, Paul Heyman takes an F5 on the table. I've never seen anything like that before either, Paul.
I know. Paul Heyman, he dyes his hair, so we think he's young, bro. He's old, bro. He's old. If he were to dye his hair, he'd be like all this color, but worse. Man, dude. So I was like, oh, man, glad he's okay. That was phenomenal seeing Paul get that. And then Theory, he didn't cash in because the referee never held the suitcase. So he's still going to have that, going into. So they probably use that going into Clash at the Castle, maybe, still keep it around.
I said he's not going to cash in because when you cash in, it's got to be just like, whoa, I completely forgot about it. It's got to be surprising. The fact that you cash in, you're saying you're going to cash in, you're saying you're going to cash in. It's like, no, I don't think you're going to cash in then. I don't think something's going to happen. Like taking an F5 right on your own damn briefcase. Man, over and over and over, Brock would not stay down. He would not stay down. They finally buried him. Roman Reigns stands on top, gets the victory. I'm standing up, acknowledging my tribal chief, man. It was badass, Paul. Any last thoughts, man, on this year's SummerSlam?
Best pay-per-view in the last 2 years, at least. And it might be the best SummerSlam ever. If you show me another SummerSlam that might be as good, there might be one or two matches in it. But for the whole card, pound for pound, I don't think this could be beat. In my memory, because usually, this is a bathroom match. This sucks, This was all the way through fire, bro. So, great match. The Tribal Chief is still king. They're going to give it, mark my words, they're going to give it to Drew, man. They're going to give it to Drew, and then we're all going to be bored to death wanting Roman back.
Mike says Theory would have had a chance if he didn't have to run so far. That was a long end. I mean, getting to the ring was far, man. That was far. Heyman is the man. Yes, he is. Wow, to take that, man. Cholo, sit down. I said, no, I was standing up. That was Roman versus Gilbert.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
No, you know what? I'll say this. Look, I came out the same night, made a little short saying that this was the best SummerSlam of all time. Okay, of all time. Yes, you can go ahead and point out other SummerSlams and say this match was better than all those matches. Yeah, I'll grant you that. But was the entire show better than this entire show? You know, to me, just recently, not too long ago, I watched Bret the Hitman Hart versus the British Bulldog, SummerSlam 1992. That to me, man, just for me, that match will always, live on. And that was the main event, and that was for an IC belt. But I was like, man, but from this SummerSlam, somebody said, oh, just pick any SummerSlam from the Attitude Era. Go ahead, pick one. I challenge you. Let's go, man, from beginning to end. You could pick some matches, but the card from beginning to end, Charlie, homie, this one topped it all, man. This one topped it all. And now the heat's on them because now they got to live up to this because this was badass, man.
And you got to figure, man, even with those great matches, the Brock versus Roman match, that was great. For excitement, that's going to be hard to top. They're both great wrestlers. They know how to put each other over. Bro, it's going to be hard. Put that match against any of them. Yeah. You're going to have a hard time. If you put them back to back, oh, this one was pure wrestling. Look at Bret Hart, this and that. But, man, it's just like you're going to look at them and go, this one was more exciting, though.
Yeah, definitely. You get two big guys like that, they're not really high flyers and doing these kind of maneuvers. Yeah, man. I mean, every hit, everything like that, man, it was badass. And I've never seen anybody get slammed on half of a table, right? He broke him through a table. There's a little bit of a table left, and he slams them and breaks them right through.
I know, bro. I was worried for Roman right there, bro. I was like, I've never seen that. I think that was improvised or whatever. He made it up with those fly because I don't think that was safe, bro. And Brock was all busted open on his back.
Yeah, yeah. This was it. Paul, before we get out of here, man, does Brock take off or is he still stick around?
He'll stick around. He stick around, but he better be careful because his legacy. Because if he just comes and loses all the time, and that's why I hope WWE, when they bring back these legends like Cena, they have to give him a couple of wins, man. Right. Here and there. Let's just not kill our legends, man. It's not good, man. So hopefully Triple H will remember he's a legend. And I don't know if you noticed, they added Triple H's voice into the beginning of Raw and SmackDown. Have you noticed that? That's kind of weird, huh? Yeah. So, man, let's remember the legends and give them a couple of wins. But other than that, man, it was a great card.
All right. Hey, man, Raw is about to start. We're junkies, so we're going to be watching it. This was the best SummerSlam of all time, in my opinion, and I challenge anybody to that, man. But with that, Pablo, enjoy Monday Night Raw. To all our wrestling junkies, enjoy Monday Night Raw. And again, the challenge is out there. If you guys want to challenge me on the better SummerSlam, with that, keep the junkie hearts alive. We'll catch you guys next time.